Ryan Laukat with Red Raven Games. Red Raven Games is my company, my publishing company I started in 2011 so I could publish my own designs. Now I design a lot of the games and I do all the art for all of our games. So that's one thing that sort of sets us apart. Anyway, our next release is the Ancient World 2nd Edition. And this 2nd edition, I went through and I redid a lot of the art and I expanded the game. It's got a new resource, Ambrosia. Those beautiful, delicious looking candy pieces. Also, it has new player boards and a lot of new materials. One interesting thing about the game, so the story of the game is that you are trying to build up your own civilization and you are fighting these giant titans that are taking over the land. Now in the 1st edition, the titans just were up here in the board, but in the 2nd edition they actually attack you, and so you have to take care of them. And you can actually feed them ambrosia if you don't want them to attack you, but they get greedy, and so you have to feed them over time. So you sort of have to choose, are you going to feed the titans or are you going to attack them? So yeah, it's a quick playing worker placement game, and it will be out in June. I wanted to create a setting that felt mythological, you know, kind of like ancient mythological, because I love the Odyssey, I love ancient Greek mythology, and so I sort of took that and kind of ran with it and sort of made my own thing. This isn't really set in a specific place, like it's not Greek or it's not Egyptian or anything like that. It's just sort of vaguely inspired by all of that. And yeah, so it was fun to sort of create that setting. As a kid, I watched Clash of the Titans, like the really old one with like the claymation stuff in it. I love that movie as a kid, and so I wanted to, also that was a big inspiration for this. Well, it had been out of print for a while, and you know, after a few years I had thought about ways to expand it, and you know, by making the Titans a little more threatening, by adding new buildings and the new resource, and so people wanted it because it was out of print, but it's just really hard for me to not mess with my designs. Like I always have to go back and add new things, so it was a fun way to go and do that. Well, we really try to focus on setting and story. So our games always have, I always try to make very lush artwork to sort of bring you into the setting. Yeah, it's got tons of new, I redid all of the cards. I went through and I changed the abilities, so it's very much like playing a new game. And I would say if you played it before, give it a shot.